So chat, Michael Jordan destroys load management. My thoughts on load management, I think it's definitely egregious on how much these players today need load management, especially with all the technology and all the new shit, that the new treatments and the new recovery processes, all whatever you want to fucking call it. We had definitely improved with rehab, and players need more load management. It doesn't really make too much sense to me, especially as fans. It definitely could be very annoying when your favorite player is not playing for load management. I'm not a big fan of it, but let's see what Michael Jordan got to say about it, man.
What do you think of when you hear the term load management thrown around?
Well, it shouldn't be needed, first and foremost. You know, I never wanted to miss a game because it was an opportunity to prove. It was something that I felt like, you know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy.
Flashback.
But you have to really play hard. Does that hurt you physically?
No, because when I play hard all the time. You know, there's no turn it on here, turn it off here. It's just 110% all the time.
Facts.
Coming to practice, he's on one leg. Like he was hurt the second year, he was on one leg the whole year and played 82 games. Wow. Like, and so he practiced every day and he played every game on one leg. And so you're like, man, MJ, why don't you just sit up? How can I be the leader of the team and sit out and y'all going through all the credit? I gotta be there.
I twist my ankle, and I had a teammate, David Greenwood. He says, you know, you twist your ankle, young fella, come over and sit with me. You know, this is you need to. I said, no, man, I'm trying to make a name for myself. There's no way I can sit. You know, I need to get out there and show what I'm capable of. I want to play. I want to win. I want to make an impact.
Facts, man. For all the Jordan sexuals out there, man, I'm not too big of a Jordan fan. He is one of, or if not the greatest player of all time. But that's what's one of the main things I really respect about Michael Jordan, bro. He had more than a couple 82 game season, man. That he ain't missed not one game, which I respect the hell out of him. I respect the hell out of Kobe for that shit too. Before y'all even bring LeBron up in this conversation, we're not talking about LeBron. So for the people out there that LeBron live rent free in your fucking head, man, I'm not talking about LeBron. So let's not bring him up. Y'all go ahead. I'm not gonna pay y'all niggas no mind. But that's one thing I respect about a lot of players back in the day. Man, they'll play, man. And I think that's why a lot of people respect the shit out of Kobe's, because he's gonna play through that shit.
When it comes to the most destructive force in basketball for the 2020s is no doubt load management and resting guys when they're not injured or even hurting. Load management under Adam Silver has gone from a small problem to the biggest problem facing the NBA. And here's what I simply do not get. These players nowadays compared to the 80s, 70s, 60s, really every era prior to them had the most advantages to be capable of playing every game. They had better travel, medicine, food, everything you could imagine. But despite that, they're playing less games, less minutes, and resting more.
You know, the fans are there to watch me play. I want to impress that guy way up on top who probably worked his ass off to get a ticket or to get money to buy the ticket.
You really cared about the guy who sat in the top deck at the Palace in Auburn Hills to watch you when you came to Detroit?
Yeah, because I know he's probably yelling at me, and I want to shut him up.
Like bro, I fuck with that shit though. He keep the fans in mind. I like NBA players like that who like think about like, all right, not every fan need to be kept in mind. Some fans be idiotic, but you know, maybe that little kid far up in the nosebleeds, his first time watching me, let me put on a show for this kid, man. Yeah, it's good for business as well, because you put on the show, people are gonna want to come back and watch you again, bro, even when it's televised too. If I see a player I never seen before and he go crazy, he give it 110% and he play every night, man, it's gonna be more probable for me to go to the game.
A little bit about today's game, because we had Club on here and he talked about load management. He said, I don't know what the hell that is. Where is it going? And that's number one. And number two, how do we get it back?
Even for me, I love the NBA game, but then I turn on to a game, right? And then the stars are not playing because of load management. It's hurting the game.
90s NBA teams had just a trainer and a strength coach. They practiced more often and harder and played more back-to-backs. Teams now have huge medical and performance staffs and value rest over practice. Yet, injuries and games missed are way up. Something's not working.
Thank you!
For a lot of the newer NBA fans who started watching the 2020s, they think load management is a part of the game, built into the game, and should be
If
accepted.
you just started watching the NBA in 2020, bro, you're a fucking baby for the NBA, bro. I'm only 20 years old, and I started watching the NBA in like 2000 what? Let's say 2007. I'm just playing. I'm born in 2005. I'll say 2010. I started actually being conscious watching the NBA, bro. 2010 or 2011, when Brown was in Miami. First year in Miami. I think he left Cleveland. It's my first time really watching NBA. Which y'all older people out there could call me a baby for that. But watching in 2020, it's like, nigga, you're an infant, bro.
For me,
you're a toddler.
Wholesale, it should not be accepted. It should be rejected emphatically by everyone. And I want to hammer this point home. Why load management is so egregious, because you can look at past superstar players, guys who built the NBA. They played as often as possible, they played through injuries, and still routinely played every single game. Yes, injuries happened, guys had to sit out because they were actually hurt. But very, very rarely do guys tank games on purpose and load manage prior to the 2010s. And look at the data. It backs it up completely. Look at 1990-2000. A grand total of 58 players, I repeat,
that's crazy.
58 players played all 82 games. That number is simply absurd.
I think it was like one player. I think it was Mikal Bridges. I think he is on a streak. I don't know if he missed it or not, but he's on a streak where he did not miss a game for like 4 years. It was something crazy.
And looking at the top 7,
I think he got a record or some shit, right?
Was from the 90s, 80s, or 2000s. That right there is not a coincidence.
I competed hard. I played the game the way it was supposed to be played. I played injured, and I played with a lot of pride. So I owe everything to the NBA.
This may be the last ad you ever see, because with the free ad block extension from Capital One Shopping, you can say goodbye to.
What is it? Load management.
Yep, right.
Like, can you imagine somebody telling me, we're gonna rest you tonight? What do you mean rest me? It's a game.
Or you coming into the season and going like this, I got 82 games, count on me missing 20.
No.
When someone says past players, past stars.
Of course, they put my guy Joel Embiid, man, the injury king, bro. It's either him or fucking Anthony Davis, bro. 452 games played, 431 games missed, bro, including finals, 24 games. Bro, this nigga is never available, bro. And my coaches used to tell me, man, your best ability is your availability, man. If you're hurt all the time, bro, I know it's a part of the sport. I know sometimes we can control it. But that's not even really what we're talking about. But it is tough, though. But some niggas got injuries where they can't play through them, which I understand those type of injuries. But a lot of these cats, man, their fingernail fall off and, bro, they're missing 8 fucking games,
They're simply
bro.
built different. Honestly, it might be true. As again, looking at that list, 7 separate times in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, you have 50-plus players play every single game. Let's do the inverse. Look at the least amount of players in a single season who played every game.
Bro, 2022, 5 players played 82 games, bro. Wow, man. This is like a drastic drop-off, bro. See, I could kind of relate to the old heads, man, when they be talking about, man, this today league is soft. When they say that, I'd be more direct. My brain turns to, they talking about the physicality. I don't think the physicality is necessarily soft. But when they talk about some of the mental aspect, I think as society as a whole, bro, and my older gen people know that, the generation does get softer and softer, bro, mentally. I definitely think so.
First up, the fewest all-time, 2022. Next up, 2023, 2025, 2024, and in 3 years, in the late 2010s. That right there tells you everything. Load management at its worst came in the 2020s when it's happening right now. But where it started at was the mid-late 2010s in the Kawhi, LeBron, Joel Embiid type era.
This rest stuff just drives me crazy. You're playing basketball for a living, okay? I understand if you're working in a coal mine that you may need a rest day after it. You're playing basketball.
Exactly.
You play basketball 2.5 hours a day, 3 hours a day, right? That's your job. That's what you get paid to do as an NBA player. What are you doing the other 21 hours? I mean, to me, that's when you should be preparing for your next day of work.
We can't have a guy making $95 million saying,
I can't play basketball 4 days a week. And actually, in fairness, most teams play 3 games a week, but let's say hypothetically you play 4 games. You can't ask fans to pay that money for a guy making $95 million won't play back-to-back games.
Crazy.
One of the lost arts for a lot of NBA superstars nowadays is respecting the fans and respecting the game. If you sit out a game when you're not hurt, slap in the face of the fans you're watching on TV or paying to watch you in that stadium. My big time problem with load management is if guys in the 70s, 80s, 2000s could play every single game more often, why are you in a quote-unquote better, more evolved era not also doing that? The answer might actually be pretty simple. Like I said earlier, nowadays players have it easier than ever, and that right there might be the problem. Look at someone like Ben Simmons. Once this guy got paid, he checked out, he was done.
Bro,
Adios.
Ben Simmons went on a fucking GTA heist, man. That nigga was going crazy, bro. That nigga stopped playing for about 3 years and was getting a full contract. That is robbery, bro. That nigga sat in street clothes and probably made over $100 million, bro.
I made my money, don't care about basketball. Someone like Ben Simmons, the absolute worst of a star NBA player. A lot of guys aren't that bad, but their overall mindset is still there. That, you know, I might play bad, I might not play at all, but at the end of the day, I still have my money. To make a very play bad, I might not.
35, 37, okay. So this nigga made around roughly like $120 million. Almost 100, bro. This is actually highway fucking robbery, my nigga.
Not play at all, but at the end of the day, I
probably
still
only
have
played
my money.
35 games.
To make a very quick comparison,
throughout those 3
look
years.
at Rocky 3. At this point, Rocky was a champion on top. He was living large. And what happened? He got soft, took his foot off the gas, and got beat down by Clubber Lang.
This
And it
nigga
wasn't
talking
until he
about
basically
Rocky.
lost everything and had Apollo motivating him that he once again got the eye of the tiger and would be great and compete at the highest level. Rocky 3 in a nutshell is the NBA's problem right now with load management.
Now, when we fought, you had that eye of the tiger, man, the edge. And now you got to get it back. And the way to get it back is to go back to the beginning.
Michael Jordan, the Magic Johnsons, Larry Bird, Charles Barkley's, we earned what we got. When the corporate America came to us, we had a game that could validate their admiration and what
sponsorship and all that, yeah.
Now they get that before they play one game.
Yeah.
So you're rolling the dice to see if this kid's ever going to be good or not.
Yeah.
So in essence, you're paying the kid off of potential
Yeah.
that he may be great.
You don't think that's good?
No, because I think it sets bad work ethic. When you get something so easily, you're not going to work as hard.
And it's not going to get better, bro. These kids are getting paid in college, man. Some of these kids don't even, their goal is to get to a D1 program so they get them NIL deals, bro. They don't even care about the league no more. Them NIL deals is paying close to the league money. I think it could get there. You know, it drastically increases throughout the years. I mean, AJ DeBass has probably got like a $15 million NIL deal going to BYU. It takes away the hunger, man. It takes away the hunger, especially in the NBA. You know, it's only going to get worse, man.
For someone like Michael Jordan, who had the skill, talent, ability, why this guy is so important isn't because of any of that. Why Michael Jordan is so important, why he resonates, is because of his mindset and his attitude and appreciation for the fans and what they bring to the game. And again, looking at Jordan's era, to play every single game, it was much, much harder. This guy's rookie season, he played every single game, 82 of 82. That year in the NBA, he was one of 40 players to do so. Minutes per game, 38.3, that ranked 4th. Total minutes, he was 3rd, behind Buck Williams and...
So this nigga Michael Jordan was playing the most minutes per game, top 5 in most minutes per game in the season. Played all 82 games. Played every back-to-back. Man, what is the excuse, y'all? And I say this because Jordan was a very explosive player. It's not like he played low to the ground like he was Steph Curry. I mean, this guy was jumping over motherfuckers, man. He was dunking on niggas. He's putting balls in face. I mean, what else do y'all niggas need? Y'all can't say the treatment was better back then. I don't know. I mean, I heard about Mike's secret stuff, man. And that might have been what made him play 82
Larry
games.
Bird. Michael Jordan from day one was an Iron Man in the NBA. And like I've said over and over again, playing every game back then 10 times harder than doing it in this era, on first-class flights, better medical staff, better training, better everything.
Athletes are better than ever. The pace of the game now is a track meet. I'm going to take 4 nights off a year. I'm going to take one in the first month, the third month, the fourth month. Why not? That's smart.
So if the guys are coming to watch me play, I don't want to miss that opportunity. Now, physically, if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But physically, if I can do it, and I just don't feel like doing it, that's a whole different lens.
Exactly.
It might not be in the team's best interest, in your best interest, to play all 82. Is that something you thought about at all since you made the goal?
I mean, that's a goal, but yeah, we'll see.
The next day,
I'm available to go and be in the pro. If OBJ
Like a
shows
Brian
up,
Lachey's, my nigga.
So stop that right there very quickly. When it comes to LeBron James, the quote-unquote face the NBA, face the 2010s.
Niggas always got to bring up Brian, man. Come on, cut hoops, bro. Why you got to bring up the GOAT?
This guy only one time ever played every game in a single season. That compared to guys like Bird, Kobe, Duncan, even Allen Iverson is pretty pathetic. And when you're the face of the NBA, you're under much more scrutiny and pressure to perform every single night. When LeBron James rests games and sits out, you might say, not a big deal, only 1 game here, 2 games here, you know, missed a week there. For a lot of players, that might be true. But when you're the face of the NBA, you see the tone of the NBA, missing games, load managing, trickles down to every player and every team. If you're an average star player, heck, even an average NBA player, and you see LeBron resting, you're going to say, you know, the best player is resting, why can't I? When people like LeBron load manage,
I get what Uncut Hoop's saying before y'all hop on Bron's ass. I get what he's saying, man. He's basically saying, like, since LeBron's the face of the league, they follow along. And I definitely agree. I think LeBron does have a problem with the load management shit. Right now, Bron is hurt. And I think it's a serious injury, so I'm not going to speak too much on that. But Bron does lead a lot of shit in the NBA. Like, I think a big thing is, like, stars not competing in the dunk contest. I think they do that because of LeBron. LeBron competing in the dunk contest, I think other players would follow. Not at this old age of LeBron competing in the dunk contest, but I'm talking about when he was first in the league. His whole fucking brand was dunking, bro. You know what I mean? I think the nigga Bron logo was, you know, is dunking, bro.
For the rest of the NBA to do so and follow their lead. As if he didn't, I can virtually guarantee the tone of the NBA will be much, much different.
Jordan, he missed 64 games of the season, and the Chicago management did not want him to play anymore. He had a broken left foot. He wanted to play. They said, okay, you can play. They wanted to limit his minutes, and they did. However, he had to sit down with 30 seconds to go and the game on the line against Indiana. He wanted to play. The crowd howled, and Michael Jordan put his foot down and said to the Chicago Bulls management, I'm going to play basketball. That's what I am, a basketball player. And they had to back down, and Jordan has played. And one of the great tributes
38 points, 5
integrity
assists.
and credibility in this sport is on the shoulders of
Still
Michael
got
Jordan.
Bron as the GOAT.
When you had someone like
Which don't
Jordan that
change
faced
shit.
the NBA, the ambassador of the NBA, people were playing every single game more often than ever. In LeBron's era, it's the exact opposite. If you ask me why NBC brought Michael Jordan back, it's pretty simple. They want Michael Jordan to come in and very subtly change the tone of the entire NBA, as Michael Jordan still has more pull than LeBron James and even Adam Silver. And if Jordan says, you know, guys should compete, play every game, that's going to resonate with everyone, and especially the fans. So that right there is the end of the video. As always, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed
Man,
it.
shout out to our boy Uncut Hoops, man. Great video like always, bro. How do y'all feel about the load management shit, man? Do y'all think it's a good thing for the league, or do y'all think it's bad, man? Comment that down below. Also, do y'all think we should go back how it was, you know, back in the 80s? Y'all think we should go back to a lot of players playing 82 games? I think we should. I think they should definitely have a balance, though. I'm not 100% against load management, but I'm definitely more so of no load management than for load management, if you get what I'm saying. I think as NBA players, I think y'all should take time off, but not like as excessive as we do it now, man. Like it's bad, bro. But man, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, y'all know what to do, bro. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, man. Go check out Uncut Hoops channel, man. He's real dope, bro.